So what's up, guys? We're going to talk about SAO. As you've seen in the title of this video, why do people hate it? And also, why do people love it? It just really, I don't know, I'm just really thinking about it. Why are people hating on it so much? And, why people think it's like the best thing in the world. I don't know. So let's just talk. And also, I only watched the first season when it first came out. I only watched, and the second season I only saw like the first 2 episodes. So I'm really just going based on the first season, and that's pretty much it.
Too much talking, baby, about how tonight is the night, baby.
I don't even know how to describe SAO, but I really can't. So it's pretty much it's about this light novel that was in 2009, and the summary is like into the future, and the thing is why I think people think it's like the most amazing anime in the world. I think it's like a first of its kind, like the first of virtual reality, someone being stuck somewhere in a virtual reality or like a fantasy world, and they can't get out. And that's the whole point. I feel like SAO comes in, and it's like the first of its kind of something like this, and we've never seen it before, and it's like it's like a breath of fresh air. Like we have never seen that before in anime, and that's why I think it comes in. Why people think it's the best anime ever. Is it the best story ever? It does have plot holes. It obviously does. And let me just tell you what it's about pretty much. So I'm reading this right off my anime list. So ready? I'm going to give you a little picture, and ready? We're going to read it together. Okay. In the year 2022, virtual reality has progressed by leaping and bounds in a massive online role-playing game called SAO. I mean, it's not any other game. With the add of nerve gear technology, players can control their avatars within the game using nothing but their own thoughts. Nicknamed Kirito is among the lucky pretty much contestants who get their hands on the first shipment of the game. He logs into, finds himself with 10,000 other people. Should say people, right? In this world, pretty much, it's full of fantasy, medieval weapons, gruesome monsters. However, in a crucial turn of events, the players soon realize they cannot log out. I wonder fucking why. The creator has trapped them in his new world until they complete all 100 levels of the game. Fuck that shit. I'm going right for the creator of the shit. In order to escape Sword Art Online, Kirito will now have to cooperate, follow people, do whatever he needs to do, get some allies, whatever. While there's other foes, I don't even understand. If you're trapped in a space where you can't get out, why the hell are you guys like bickering or even fighting with each other? That even makes no sense. Asuna Yuki, who commands the leader group, attempt to escape from the ruthless game. To make matters worse, Sword Art Online is not all fun and games. If they die in the game, they die in real life. To his new reality, fight for survival, and hopefully break free from his virtual reality. Bitch, I wish I was in a virtual reality. This is not the second season. This is not the movie. This is the first season. Sword Art Online, the first 4 light novels series that's pretty much called Sword Art Online, and this is what it's based off.
Outside in the all black drop, 10 rolled up when I'm out. Say they all wanna live, but I just wanna die.
Okay, when I first watched this show was, I thought, was different. It was okay. It was cool to watch, and I loved how it unraveled and folded. Even for what it was, I thought it was a cool ass show. It was cool. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't like wow, blew my mind like ReZero is. But it was alright. It was alright show. But saying that, there are some people that thought this show was absolutely terrible, and I'm just looking online, just looking around, and I'm just gonna give you some of the reasons why people do not like the show, which I think is kind of valid. I get where they're coming. like I said before, the fan base is absolutely kinda a little crazy with this anime. For some reason, they think it's a masterpiece. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry to tell you this, but with every anime, there's always something wrong. Always, even though you might think it might be amazing, you take it for what it is. And it seems like the fans of this anime they're like, oh, I don't really care. Even though I'm showing you valid facts, it doesn't matter. Here we go. So I would say like one of the first things is that there is a plot hole. Like when Kiriko, in what episode, it literally jumps. That the thing jumps in it, and I feel like it should have took longer. You know, even though it's like he jumped from level 1 to level 40. It might be a small little thing, but that kind of matters when you think about pacing and pacing. It's like oh, I'm at a baseball game, and it goes from inning 1 to the last inning, and that matters to some people. We want to see how he leveled up, but they really didn't show that. They just show him go from level 1 to level 40 and so on. It just keeps on going up without us even knowing. Like, we don't want to see all 100 levels, but we want to see him how he got to level 100. You know what I mean? What I kind of do agree with this. I remember, if you guys didn't watch the storyline, I'm letting you know right now, do not listen to me. Just go watch the anime. Just stop watching the video. But it's when Kirito on level 22 pretty much, and him and Asuna just stop playing the game and pretty much try to have a home life, I guess, in this game. But I don't know if it's just me, but if I was in that situation, I'll be trying to get to 100 no matter what. I don't even care. I will try to get to 100, trying to build my strength and try to do whatever I can to get to 100, because I need to get the fuck out of it, because it's not a real world. It is a virtual reality. I would try to want to break out of there. And some people did not like the fact when they was on level 22, they did not want to go any higher, and they wanted to stay where they was. And I could agree with them at that point, where they should be keep on going on, but they didn't. They stayed right there for, I think, like a whole full episode, or like 2, if I remember correctly. I haven't watched it since it first came out. And also with the harem, I really didn't mind, because in anime there is a lot of harem in shows. Obviously there's always a harem. Maybe a reverse harem. There's always a harem. No matter what show it is, always one. So I don't even think that was a big deal, because you, as a going into anime, you should expect one. And I think the biggest problem, what I think was with this anime, is that Cursor was OP, and he was. Because, you know, you could say OP characters are great and everything, but at least we saw them become OP characters. Like we didn't see Kirito struggle, even work up to the point where he was actually strong. We didn't see that. It just jumped right to the point where he was already strong. Even though he fought other people, it seemed like he could take them on like it was nothing. It seemed like one day he was like nobody, and he turned into like the fucking god mode. Like, that doesn't happen. Well, like, just like with Dragon Ball Z, we saw Goku become a little kid into a young man, into a fucking the best thing ever. We seen him train, we seen him do all this shit. But with Kirito, we really did not see anything. It just jumped from A to B. That usually never happens. It's usually A, and then it takes you a couple years to get to B. And that's why people do not like this anime, just for that fact alone, that he just jumps to an OP character for no reason. Like it, and that usually doesn't happen with anime. It doesn't jump around like that, and that's why a lot of people don't like it. And I know at that point I really don't like it either, that he jumps. I'd rather see a character struggle, see his struggles, what he goes through and all that, because it gives more development, and you just have more, like, you just like, you're with the character with his struggles, and that's the whole point of it. So at that point, if you're skipping, we don't see any development. We really don't have any attachment of anything. We just don't care. And I would say, like, the biggest problem with this anime is the plot holes and development. There really isn't any at this point, even though they're going something so traumatic, getting stuck in a world that they can't get out of until they beat the last level. There is no there's nothing. There is no development in any character that we see. It really was jumping around throughout the whole anime. And if it's your first time seeing it, you'll understand what I mean by like jumping around and you don't have any attachment. Yes, it's a cool ass story, and it's a cool ass story to even listen to. But at that point, if the story jumps around so much and the character just goes from 0 to 100 real quick, then how are we supposed to follow a character where it's just a cool ass story, but it's missing stuff that it desperately needs.
Why you always hate? Please tell me why you always hate. 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 Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, if you like this show, who gives a shit? You should like whatever the fuck you like. And if you think a show is alright, then you should think that fucking show is alright. I feel like you always should express your opinion about some things, and you know, some people hate it. And these are just some of the reasons why people hate it, and some of the reasons I agree with them on. And if you want me to make another video stating why I like the show, I'll make another video. But please let me know. And you know, when I watched SAO, I thought it was an okay show. You know what I mean? But whatever. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.
てめえおらいい加減におらおらって言われるの